Hi, it's Bruce. It's Sunday, January 6th. We're getting ready to go to downtown to see November by David Mamet, starring Nathan Lane and Laurie Metcalf and Dylan Baker. It's a new David Mamet play, so I'll be giving you that review later today. But right now, we're only seeing one play this week. We're back to our normal schedule. But I'll catch up on a couple of the other things we've been viewing, which aren't on Broadway. We don't see many movies, because there aren't any movie theaters up here. I live up at 181st Street. There's one movie theater, but you can hear the movie that's playing next door to the movie that you're viewing, and the seats are all at a skewed angle, so the screen is sort of crooked. The renovation wasn't exactly the best in that theater, so we don't go to many shows because we're seeing plays on weekends. All right, so over the weekend, the New Year's holiday, we saw Enchanted, the Disney takeoff on their own animation, starring the delightful Amy Adams as the princess, and one of my favorite performers, James Marsden, still my heart, and we really enjoyed that. It was fun. I love fables and fairy tales, and I love humorous things like that. Don't quote me as saying it was humorless. It was filled with humor, and I liked it, and I get all teary-eyed with princesses. What can I say? We also saw Juno, starring Ellen Page, and I like that a lot. She's quite good. She was very disturbing in a movie called Hard Candy, about a child molester and a young girl on revenge. I thought that movie, I wasn't crazy about Hard Candy, and I thought she was a little tedious in it, but she's very good, and I enjoyed it. Not as much as some people, but I recommend it. On video, or on cable, excuse me, on cable we watched Children of Men, which I really enjoyed. It got 4 stars in the guide, and it was very confusing. It takes place in the future, and I'm not even sure what was going on, who was fighting who, and what had blown up, and yet there was the thread of it was very intense and very interesting, and I'm not sure I could even tell you what it all was about. But the future doesn't look very bright. That starred Clive Owen, and he was really great. I don't know if it deserved 4 stars, but I've never seen anything like it. A little confusing though. We're currently watching, we haven't finished it yet, Junebug, which was on Lifetime. I missed it, and this also has Amy Adams in it, and I've watched about maybe 40 minutes of it so far, and it's delightful. And Amy Adams, she got an Oscar nomination for supporting for this a couple years ago. Amy Adams is astounding. It's like this character that is so believable in her unbelievability. We also watched Music and Lyrics with Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore. It was okay, it was cute. I thought I'd like it more because it's about a lyricist and a composer. I'm married to a lyricist. And what I really liked in this movie was Scott Porter from Altar Boys, and he's in Friday Night Lights. I didn't even recognize him at first. He's only in the video sections of the movie because he plays the other part of a Wham kind of 80s group. Hugh Grant was one of them, and the other one is Scott Porter. Scott Porter went on to become famous in the group. And I think Scott Porter is wonderful. But I enjoyed it. It's a silly comedy, and it was sort of stupid, but there was enough in it about music and lyrics that I sort of enjoyed. All right, well, I'm off to see November, and I'll be talking to you about it in a bit. Well, that was fun. We just got back from November, and I started laughing immediately. It was very funny. David Mamet wrote a really funny play. It may be the time of season that helped, what with the caucuses right behind us from Iowa and New Jersey coming in, New Hampshire coming in a couple days, and all this talk show I always watch on Sunday. I love following politics. This was a real skewer at politics and about a kind of a dumb president. Nathan Lane was perfect. I'm not always loving Nathan Lane all the time, so I come to this with an open mind. I might not like him, I might like him. And I loved Nathan Lane in this. I thought it was very funny. Dylan Baker was great. Laurie Metcalf, she almost seems wasted at the beginning. She's not given much to do, but it does all tie in, and she is part of the crux of the whole comedy. It's very funny. It's very four-letter word. It's David Mamet, and I thought maybe because it was a comedy he'd be a little less on the 4 letters, but no. And I'll tell you, it ends with a joke and a blackout and a standing ovation. People were on their feet immediately. So I highly recommend November, if you don't mind 340 uses of the F word. Okay, thanks on that. I want to end with a little plug for a book I just read by our friend Seth Rudetsky. I just finished his book, Broadway Nights. It's a little novella of a gay romp through Broadway and a musical that's opening on Broadway called Flower Child. It's very funny, and Seth is a really good writer. I thought it was going to, when I bought it, I thought it was just going to be Seth telling stories about Broadway because he's so filled with them, but it happened to be actually a story and a very funny gay romance and looking for love, all while doing a new musical. What's not to love? Thanks, Seth, and bye.